Broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. A kick out to O'Neal. Back to Richards. And Boston with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo! One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Booker outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here he goes. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian.
To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
White drives in. Here's Porzingis. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
A kick out to O'Neal. Booker outside. Inside. Morris. Shot clock at 5. It's Beal on the wing. 3-pointer. And Boston with the rebound. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Celtics leading by 3. Here's White. Top of the key, Porzingis. Outside, Tatum. Knocked loose. Beyond the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is why Tatum is a volume 3-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Here's Beal. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
Back to Richards. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here is O'Neal. Following the miss by Porzingis. Back to Bull. O'Neal outside. Brown with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Suns trail by 4. .43 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
The Suns shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Horford, good.
And inside the paint really is where Horford goes to work. Still athletic enough and really makes it look easy.
O'Neal, no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Shireman. Here's Pritchard. It's rebounded by Booker. And a deep three from Beal. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The Suns 10.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter. In this one. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Hauser misses. Suns trail by 4. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Cornette. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And brilliant play from Booker. Got it away in time before the defense could close.
To the paint. Here's Pritchard. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
And Tatum over to help. Bull with the bounce pass. Down low. Makes it off the glass. Bull's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Boston, no good that time either. The Suns trailing. Here's Allen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Suns have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. Mr. Porzingis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And Phoenix making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot's good from Plumlee. Here's Holiday. Still yet to score. A 3 from Porzingis. Good on the triple.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
It's Allen on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Celtics making a switch here. Celtics leading by 6. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Back to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Morris inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boston ball. Sun substitution. Number 10, Damian.
The Celtics with the lead. .135 left in the second quarter. Pass to Cornette. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
There's Brown with the 3. It's good from long range. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Back to Allen. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Pass to Cornette from outside the arc. Brown outside. Fighting inside. Second chance shot. The kick out to Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. The wing jumper off target. Allen for the 3. And we finished one half of basketball. It's the Celtics. They're up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Celtics leading by 7. Pass to Shireman. Beal on the double team. Craig sets a screen. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Suns trail by 7. Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Pritchard. Drills the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's O'Neal. That one goes. Count it.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Craig. O'Neal comes with the double team. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Suns trail by 9. Inside. Here's Richards. Boston grabs the miss.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Puts one up from 19. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
O'Neal outside. Pass to Richards. It's Beal on the wing. Looking for Richards and gets it there. 5 to shoot. The drive by Beal. Count it. Beal's got his second basket of the game. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Tatum on the wing. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Down low. With the clock winding down. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
To the inside. Out to Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 12. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeouts. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. AD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Brown. And Bull sends it back. And stolen by Bull. Pass to Martin. To the wing on the left. Now Bowl. Back to Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Martin's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And finished off by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Suns trailed by 11. Right side, Martin. Here's Bull. Over Porzingis. Bull can't hit. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boston leading by 12. Nice ball movement by Boston. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by White. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made
36.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Booker with it.
Celtics foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Back to Bull. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
First one falls for him. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Pass to Tatum. Out to the right wing. Here's Cornette. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Cornette's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listened in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Stolen by Holiday. Here's Brown with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Fires the three. And Bull pulls it down. Suns trail by 18. Pulls up from the corner. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Boston now. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Bull. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. And he can't get the first foul.
The line for the Suns.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Holiday. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. Booker going to work inside.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Celtics lead by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Now here is Holiday. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Grayson Allen. Second personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line, Sam Hauser.
No luck that time either. On the wing, Booker pulls up on the wing, and the Suns tack on 2 more. Here's Pritchard. And And stolen by Bull. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good.